Most companies have a shared Google Drive that nobody updates and a group text that's mostly memes. We built something different.
That's a very specific dig.
It's not a dig, it's a before picture. This is the working document. Let's get into it.
So, Drew, I've been at Ostermiller for about 3 months now, and every time I talk to someone from a different department, they mention a different part of the app. The Storm guys live in the lead tracker. The NC team is always in job tabs. Production coordinators have their checklists. It feels like there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. That's the point. The working document, that's what we call the whole system. It's the operating system for the company. Every department, every role, every workflow has a home in it.
When you say operating system, what do you mean exactly?
I mean, it's how the job runs. Work orders, lead tracking, training quizzes, daily checklists, dashboards, AI playbooks, job maps, payroll entry, job closeout. It's all in there. You don't have to chase someone down to find out where a job stands. You open the app.
So let's start from the top. Someone opens the app for the first time. What are they looking at?
The index. Think of it as the front door. From there, you can go to any major section of the company: storm and leads, new construction, re-roof, commercial, office, training. Each one is a world.
And each of those sections has its own tools?
Exactly. Storm and leads has the lead tracker, the call guide, the good call example audio, the storm response playbook. New construction has job tabs, work orders, payroll entry, the closed job checklist, supplier maps, supervisor training. Reroof has work orders, production views, change orders. Commercial has its own estimating tools: takeoff calculator, VE library, status board.
VE library?
Value engineering. It's a reference library for when you're trying to find cost alternatives on a commercial job without sacrificing spec. We'll do a whole episode on commercial.
Right, okay. And then there's Office?
Office is the command center for the ops side: dashboards, approvals, master schedule, job map, the combined production view. If you want to know how the whole company is performing on any given day, that's where you go.
And training?
Quizzes. We have somewhere around 25 active quizzes covering everything from shingles basics to standing seam math to advanced insurance scope. There are also role-specific training modules. Again, whole episode coming.
What's the most used part of the app day to day?
Work orders, hands down. Every job that moves through this company gets a work order. Reroof, new construction, commercial, metal, warranty, repairs, field. Each one has its own form, and each form is built around what that job type actually needs.
Why not just one universal work order?
Because a re-roof job and a commercial membrane job have almost nothing in common in terms of what you need to capture. The re-roof form asks about decking, shingle type, ice and water shield, ridge, drip edge. The commercial form has sections for membrane system, insulation R value, drain configuration, warranty tier. If you put all of that into one form, you either have a form that's 10 miles long or you have a form that's missing something.
That makes sense. How do you actually submit one?
You go to your job type, fill out the form, customer info, scope, materials, notes, and hit submit. It goes into the system, gets time-stamped, and from that point on, it's the record of truth for that job.
And if something changes mid-job?
Change order. There's a dedicated change order form for Reroof and for NC. You don't go back and edit the original work order. You file a change order. That way, there's always a clean paper trail.
That's actually a thing people mess up, isn't it?
All the time. Someone changes the scope and just texts the PM. 3 weeks later, nobody knows what the original scope was, nobody knows what got approved, and the customer is staring at an invoice that doesn't match what they remember agreeing to. The change order form exists to prevent exactly that.
You mentioned the job map. What is that?
It's a live map showing where jobs are. You can see active jobs plotted geographically, useful for production routing, for seeing job density in a neighborhood, for the storm team trying to figure out which areas have the most activity.
And the master schedule?
The schedule is the production calendar. Who's doing what, where, on which date? It lives in the office section. If you're a supervisor trying to plan your week or a production coordinator trying to avoid double booking a crew, that's your tool.
How current does that stay?
As current as the people updating it, which is an honest answer. The app is only as good as the data you put in. That's true for every part of it.
Talk to me about the dashboards. There seem to be a few of them.
There are. The operations dashboard is the main one. It's the production command center. It shows jobs in flight, key performance numbers, alerts for things that need attention. Then there's the team production view for new construction, the commercial status board, and the combined production view that rolls everything up.
Who's supposed to be looking at these?
Leadership and department heads every morning. Project managers when they start their day. But honestly, anyone who wants to know how the company is doing should be able to look at the dashboard and read it. We're not hiding the scoreboard.
Is there training on how to read them?
That's what this episode is, and episode 10, which goes deeper.
The daily checklists. I've got one assigned to me. I'll be honest, I wasn't totally sure what to do with it at first.
Most people aren't. Here's the simple version. Your checklist is the minimum viable version of your job. It's what you're supposed to do every single day without being asked, without fail. It's not a suggestion. It's the floor.
And there's one for every role?
Every role. Outside sales, inside sales, production coordinator, project manager, assistant PM, Reroof supervisor, NC supervisor, NC production coordinator, NC director, commercial supervisor, warranty technician. If you have a role at Ostermiller, there's a checklist for it.
How do people access them?
From the office section or from the index. Each checklist is personalized. It has your name on it. It's tailored to your specific responsibilities. They get updated when roles evolve.
What happens if someone ignores theirs?
Then things fall through the cracks. And then somebody has a bad day that didn't have to be a bad day.
All right, quick hits before we close. 3 things people should know that they probably don't.
1. The submission history page. Every work order you've submitted lives there. If you need to go back and find something, that's how. People forget it exists. 2. The who we are and how we're organized pages. Great for new hires, great for anyone who wants to understand the company's structure. Also, the org chart visual, cleaner than trying to explain it verbally. 3. The scan codes page. Physical QR codes that link directly into the app. We use them at job sites. If you've got a customer or a crew member who needs to access something on their phone fast, scan codes are how you get them there without a URL.
That last one I genuinely didn't know existed.
Most people don't. Now you do.
Next episode?
Storm season. The lead tracker, the call guide, what a good call sounds like, and what happens when you log it wrong.
That one feels important.
Leads are the top of every funnel we have. It's the most important episode we're going to do. The job doesn't run itself. Now you know how to run it.